It's May 2023 and support for Windows 10 has started to be dropped. More details coming up in this video. If you're watching this video as a short, tap on the thumbnail in the bottom right hand corner right now to see the full video. If you're already watching the full video, hold tight, more details coming up shortly. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. So it appears Microsoft have started winding down support for Windows 10. That is all versions of Windows 10 Home and Pro. When Windows 10 was released on the 29th of July 2015, it was billed as the last ever version of Windows, and Microsoft said that they were going to just build upon Windows 10 as a service, and there would not be a Windows 11 or a Windows 12, etc, etc. Then on the 31st of August 2021, Microsoft reversed that decision and announced that Windows 11 was going to be released in October 2021. With that, announced that Windows 10 Home and Pro would be retired on the 14th of October 2025. Heading towards that day, if we just scroll down, you will see that the feature update 22H2 for Windows 10, the last feature update that was released on the 18th of October 2022, will be the last to be released, and the end date of that is on the date of retirement of Windows 10. So what does it mean? Have we got any reason to panic for the moment? Microsoft are going to still do security updates until the 14th of October 2025, but what are we missing out on? What are these feature updates? So as Microsoft describe it, feature updates, previously referred to as upgrades. Feature updates contain not only security and quality revisions, but also significant feature additions and changes. So what they're saying is they're not going to be adding any more bells and whistles to Windows 10 any longer. You're not going to get any massive changes to the way it operates. You're not going to get any new features. All new features are going to be focused purely with Windows 11. Now, in most cases, if your computer is older than about 2018, then it's very unlikely that you are going to be able to upgrade to Windows 11. But if you do want to check to see whether your computer is compatible, then you can get the PC health check from Microsoft from this link here. That's aka.ms/get PC health check app, just as it's shown on the screen there. If you need to jot this down, pause the video, write it down, and please make sure that you write it correctly. It is case sensitive, I do believe. Although Microsoft do say they're not going to provide any more feature updates for Windows 10, there are going to be some things that are still going to be updated. For instance, Edge, that will still be updated with extra features until at least the 14th of October 2025, quite possibly for several years after, judging by history. With Windows 7, Microsoft Edge was still supported 3 years after the support ended officially for the operating system. So it's likely that quite possibly support for Edge and Chrome and other Chromium browsers will continue for several years after Windows 10 support has ended. Also, your antivirus, if you're using Windows Defender or Microsoft Security as it's now known, then support for that will continue until the 14th of October 2025. It's unlikely that support will go beyond that, but if you're using a third-party antivirus such as McAfee, Norton, AVG, Avast, Panda, etc., then it's likely that support for that will go beyond several years after Windows 10 support has been discontinued by Microsoft. I do believe that a lot of the third-party antivirus companies are still supporting systems such as Windows Vista, Windows 7, and support ended for that many years ago. And sticking with the subject of browsers and support for discontinued operating systems, Firefox in actual fact is one of the only browsers that I know of that is still supported, fully supported under Windows 7. And as I say, support for Windows 7 did officially end in January 2020. But once an operating system's support has been discontinued by its manufacturer, then it does mean that even though you do or might have the backing of your antivirus and your browser, you're still leaving yourself open to some degree because you don't have full support. You don't have the backing of Microsoft to write these updates to patch security holes in the system. You're reliant upon a third party to help you do that. And they do a good job, but not in all cases. So it's good practice to start planning now to budget for a new system if you need to, or upgrade your current system if the PC health check says that it's compatible. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, why not stick around? I've got thousands of other videos on my YouTube channel covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here, you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, and maybe even save you some time and money.